What's good, everybody? It is your boy. Welcome back to my channel. Bienvenidos. Come inside. Come inside. And so today, I just got out the shower. This is why I'm dressed like this, or not dressed at all. And it was on the dome, and it's like, if I don't chat to y'all now and record this, it's not gonna happen because I gotta get back to work and get to the bag. So yesterday, I had the worst dinner experience ever. When I say the worst, I mean the worst. I literally mean the worst. And I'm gonna chat to y'all on why that was. So, as you know, I'm in Playa Del Carmen currently for a little hot minute during my work remote situation. And yesterday was a busy day. I have this project that I'm working on. So I decided I didn't really have time or energy to walk a little bit further to the centro to like go sit down and eat over there, because it's like a good 15-minute walk and then the wait and all that stuff. So I'm like, let me go support the local businesses. There's this one spot in particular that I had been going to, keyword had, because it's not given that anymore, but keyword had been going to. You know, I liked the food at first and it was all good. So I'm like, that's the go-to. We're gonna go back, they know me, we're just gonna go and it's gonna be simple and quick. So I go this day. So let me rewind that back. Prior to that, I had actually felt a little sick to my stomach. I had a little bit of a stomach situation, nothing crazy, but like discomfort. And I'm like, did I eat something wrong? Like, I wasn't really sure. To this day, I'm not really sure what it is. It could be the water, whatever. So I'm like, did this place give me some like fish or something that was bad and it wasn't doing what it needed to do? Like, was that the situation? But by any means, like the food was still slapping. So I'm like, I'm gonna just go back. I don't know if it's done for sure. So I'm gonna go back. So I went back yesterday. Caught myself getting a quick, nice meal because they got a plato that I like, a couple of them. And I'm like, okay, let me order this and that. Ordered the meals. The first thing I had, I wasn't feeling it this time. This time I wasn't feeling it. They brought the plato. It was like a tostada with shrimp and fish. And I was really here for the fish and not really the shrimp, because the shrimp was real raw-like and I wasn't really feeling that vibe. I wasn't feeling raw shrimp that was slimy and everything. So I wasn't feeling that. I was taking the shrimps out and I wasn't even really feeling that. I wasn't really enjoying this meal this time. And then they bring the next plato that I ordered. That was a little appetizer. And then they brought the actual plate, which was like some rice with some like, think Red Lobster type shrimp made and prepared in that way. So it was, you know, juicy and all that. And so I typically like that plate. And that's what I would get. This go around, I'm trying to enjoy it. It's not hitting like it usually do. But I'm like, fuck it, you know, it's, you know, the meal is going, it's not really that bad. Until a fucking spider runs on the table, runs across my plate. Runs across my plate, y'all. And I look and it's running around the outside of the plate. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm like shooing it. And it's like, I'm trying to get it off. It's not really budging. It's trying to go back to the plate. Like, sir, ma'am, what are you doing? I'm trying to kill you at this point. Like, why are you going back to the plate? The plate's not going to be your rescue. The spider was not giving up. And so I wound up getting the spider off and it fell to the ground. And I'm like, cool. But then it started moving around and it's like, oh my God, I got spiders on my plate, spiders on the table, spiders down there, might run up my damn feet. Like, it was doing a lot. And at this point, I was very disgusted. Like, I am disgusted. Just with the whole ambiance, it's giving a whole like jungle fever with nice but not really nice food. Like, I didn't ask for all that. And I know it was an outside thing. So the way the dining is here is like the restaurants are like along the streets and they have the outside dining obviously everywhere. So it was outside and this part of town is up and coming. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go, that was my mentality. I'm gonna go support. But I can't support the people if the vibe is given a fear factor. Like I can't do that. That's not what I want, beloved. That's not what I want. I don't want to eat cockroaches and spiders and things of that nature. So I'm like, all right, got the spider off the plate. Let me try to enjoy the rest of this meal. I didn't see the spider. Y'all like, oh, he ate it. Wait, it was the spider. I'm like, I didn't see the spider on the food though. Like, so I don't know if it was on the food. I just saw it like, this is me eating. It was right here. This is the plate. I'm very close to the edge. Like, it could have been, it could have not been. You don't know. It might have just ran up on there, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, all right, let me just finish the rest of this and get on out of here. As I'm finishing the rest of it, guess who decides to show up? A water bug. A water bug. I was through. I'm like, y'all can have it. Like, it's doing too much. And the water bug's approaching. Like, I'm seeing it from a bit far away. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all don't see this? Like, nobody's paying it. Like, they don't get like, I'm like, how y'all okay with this? Y'all, this is what y'all do regularly? Y'all eat with the roaches? And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to come at the natives that live here. I'm not trying to come at Mexican people, because in this part of town, you can actually find a really good meal. Remember I said I didn't want to walk to the centro. I wanted to kind of stay in the barrio where I was at. I didn't want to go to like the touristy part or near the beach. I just kind of wanted to stay where I was at. But you could get a really nice meal. It gets very expensive out here. It gets very lush and plush and all those things if you want. But I'm a simple kind of guy. I was like, let me just go down the block and get me a plate, you know, real regular. Like, that's what I was on. But clearly I could not go to that place and get a regular plate. So I'm seeing the water bug approach and I'm like losing it low key, but like, I'm not like hopping up, but I'm like moving to kind of get like, it's picnic style seating. So I'm trying to like get my legs up and shit and like get on now, or like move my legs so the water bug don't get up on me and I can like call her over and ask her to check and get the out of here. Like, what is going on, beloved? I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm here for the people. I'm here for the playa. I'm here for, you know, the vibes, but I'm not here for water bugs. I hate water bugs. Growing up in the Bronx, you saw the most savage water bugs in the Bronx. You saw the most savage water bugs in the Bronx. So I'm traumatized. I'm dealing with trauma here. It was not giving. I want to sit and parlay with the water bugs and eat. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, no. What? No. So I had to get the on ASAP. I'm like, ma'am, can I get the check? Like, I gotta go. I didn't say anything to her because I'm like, to these people, I'm sure this is real regular. Like, the way the people were sitting down there, like, literally people next to me laughing and joking. I don't know if they knew a water bug was there. They wasn't joking about the word, but they didn't recognize it. I did. But there was someone who was literally next to the water bug. She was just sitting there. She was watching her, but she was sitting there. I'm like, sis, now you know damn well it should not be like this. It should not. So what I did, I got the on out of there. I definitely did finish that plate. I'm not gonna hold you because that meal was like a good $20. And that pissed me off because I paid like $20 for what I thought was gonna be a deal. And it really was not giving $20 worth of a meal. So I was pissed about that. Like, what type of experience is this that I'm paying $20, $20+ for dinner, when it really should have been down the block vibes, real 10, 15. And then when you deduct the cost of the roach and the spider, it really should have been like $8 for that entire shit. So that pissed me off. But now I'm like, I'm definitely not going back there. I gave that place too many shots. They have had way too many chances, y'all, with me. I really was like, no, they didn't get me sick. I'm like, they did that. No 50 Cent, they did that. They got me sick. There was something going on with that food. It was bad. They got me sick, like dead ass. So at this point, it's clipped for them. I'm never going back. They lost a customer. They will never know why. I'm sure they don't care, but like, it was very traumatic for me. Now I'm like, I'm not going to these outside things unless it's set up real right. It's gotta be set up right. It's gotta be set up right. So that's my story time for the night, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe below. All right? Tell your friends about it too. But we'll be in touch soon, all right? Y'all take care. Peace.